Every time you send an email or watch a video or even just browse a website, you're tapping into this huge invisible system that makes everything work. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most important parts of that system, the IP address. It's basically the digital home address for every single device online, and we're going to break down exactly how it all works.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? You click a link and just boom! In a split second, information zips from a server that could be thousands of miles away and it lands right on your screen. How does it know where to go? How does it possibly find you out of billions and billions of other devices?
Well, the answer is the IP address. That stands for Internet Protocol Address. And the idea behind it is actually really simple. Just like your house has a specific street address so you can get mail, every single device on a network, your phone, your laptop, everything, has a unique IP address so the internet can find it. It really is your digital home address.
And we're not just talking about your little home network. This is the addressing system for the entire planet. Without it, trying to send data would be like dropping a letter into a mailbox with no address on it. Where would it go? Nowhere. It would just be lost in the void.
Okay, so it gets a little more interesting, because not all IP addresses are created equal. We can pretty much break them down into two main types, and it all starts with the difference between what's happening inside your home and what the rest of the world sees.
So inside your local network, your home, your office, you have what are called private IPs. Your router acts like a local postmaster, handing out these internal addresses to your laptop, your phone, your smart TV. They're usually pretty generic, and the same private IPs are reused in millions of homes. But for the outside world to find you, your internet service provider, your ISP, gives your entire network just one public IP. That's your unique global address for connecting to everything online.
All right, so the next big difference to understand is whether your digital address is a permanent fixture or if it's just a temporary thing. Is it like a fixed business address, or is it more like getting a new hotel room number every time you check in?
A big website, like Google for instance, absolutely needs a permanent, unchanging address. That's a static IP. You have to be able to find it in the exact same place every single time. But for most of us at home, our ISP gives us a dynamic IP, which actually changes every now and then. It's more cost-effective for the internet provider, and believe it or not, it adds a layer of security for you, kind of making your device a moving target.
So, as you'd probably guess, the internet has grown a lot. The original system was designed like a small town, but now we're living in a global megacity with billions of devices all trying to get online. And when your city runs out of street addresses, well, you've got to build a bigger system.
And that's the story of IPv4 versus IPv6. IPv4 is the old school system the internet was built on, but we've pretty much run out of addresses. The solution is IPv6. By using both letters and numbers, it creates a mind-bogglingly huge number of new addresses. We're talking trillions upon trillions, so many that you could give an IP address to every single grain of sand on Earth and still have tons left over. It's designed to handle the internet of the future, no problem.
Okay, so we've covered a lot, right? Private versus public, static versus dynamic, even this next generation system. But let's zoom out for a second and connect all the dots. Why is this technical stuff so important for everything we actually do online?
When you boil it all down, it's this. IP addresses are the absolute bedrock of the internet. They give every single device its unique identity. They're what allows all these different systems to communicate. They help manage and direct all that internet traffic across the globe. And yeah, they're also absolutely crucial for things like cybersecurity.
And it's really not an exaggeration to say that. This entire amazing, complex, interconnected world of information and entertainment that we depend on every single day would just grind to a halt. It all relies on this elegant and powerful addressing system working silently in the background 24/7.
So the next time you go online, remember that invisible address that's connecting you to the world. It's so much more than just a number. It's your device's digital passport. It's its identity. And that kind of leaves you with a question to think about. What story is your IP address telling about you?